Hey guys, CR Classics here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you why I sold my 1971 Lotus Elan Plus 2 when it wasn't even finished and bought this 1979 Esprit S2. Let's crack on with the video. But first of all guys, I just want to tell you quickly about these two products which I've been sent from the BCP car detailing up in Crewe. He does all of the detailing for Cheshire Cars, which you may know I bought my car from. I'll show you some photos on screen now of some of the amazing work that he does. It really is top standard and I haven't really seen any detailing like it, and he sent me a couple of the products that he uses and that's his company. First of all, we've got this one, which is the Glow Detail Spray, which has a lovely smell to it, and it provides a very quick and very easy finish, and it's just a spray on, and it gives it that instant shine, that instant protection. If you want something a bit more long term, you've got this wax, which is the top end, almost premium product that he sells. I've also got the equivalent from Autoglim, and it provides this one up to 14-month protection if it's applied in the correct way, which all the instructions are on his website, and all the products that you need to have that full protection on your car. I've had that on my bath that I brought from Cheshire Cars, and it still looks like the day that I got it, as it's still got that wax on it, that protection. So I'll just give you a quick demo of how to use it. So guys, as you can see, the small part of the car that we've done looks absolutely amazing. We did do the car when we first got it with these products, and that's, as you can see, pretty why it still looks as shiny and bright as it does. They really are quality products, guys. That's why Cheshire Cars uses them on all of their cars, and that's why they're so successful. Like I said before, the layer that's been on my bath has been on there for a good over 6 months now, and it still looks really bright, and that's all through the winter, and that's not having a full detail by me, that's simply with this on it. So I'll put a link in the description to this, guy. So that's the BCP operating out of Crewe up in Cheshire. Go check them out, guys, but let's crack on with the rest of the video. So guys, now on to the reason I sold my Lotus Elan Plus 2, which is the car I had before the Esprit, which is this car. The reason I sold that when I wasn't totally happy with where we'd got to it and what we'd done to it. It wasn't finished in my eyes. There were still a few little things that we wanted to do. I mean, for example, we restored the rear suspension, replaced the wishbones, replaced all the springs, all the rubbers, things like that, repainted it, resealed it, but we hadn't done the front because we just didn't get around to doing it. You know, it's just been a crazy time, and we just didn't get around to doing it. And that was something I want to complete these cars, you know, before I sell them. I don't want to just do half a job, but the lovely gentleman I sold it to wanted to do exactly what I wanted to do to it, which was keep it original and just give it a new lease of life, and just make sure it's road ready for, you know, if there's a nice day that you can just hop in it, it starts first time and you can take it out, which that car did. And that's exactly what I want to do with this. But the reason I sold the other one in a bit of a cloud really was because it was such a crazy time while I had that car, you know, with the start of COVID and everything. And I'd always dreamt of having an Esprit because I always thought they're the pinnacle of Lotus classic cars. I thought they're the famous car because of the films that you all know of, the James Bond films. I think they're the real supercar that Lotus got right, with the engine in the middle where it should be. You know, the design of it, the Italian design of it by Cheshire, especially these early S1, S2s. They're the real proper wedge shape. They're not the later design, which, you know, I really love these. I love the design of the interior. As you can see, you're in here with me. I think this champagne interior is the best interior for them. And when I saw this car for sale, it was down in the Cotswolds, which I'm not too far away from, and we thought we were down around that area anyway, so we thought, let's just go and have a look at it. We still had the Elan, it wasn't even for sale, and I just fell in love with it. And it was, the guy was in a similar situation. I mean, he wasn't overly keen to sell it. He was happy to just hang on to it until the whole COVID thing had passed and then sell it properly. But we just got on so well, and he really wanted me to have the car. He was living abroad, and I spoke to him for hours and hours and hours about this car, and we just both had the same ideas about it, what we wanted to do to it, very similar to the guy I sold the Elan to, like I was saying. And we just worked something out, and the price was right. He helped me admittedly quite a lot, making sure the you know, there was an agreeable space in the middle of where we were both at, and I just found it amazing that I could get even close to a car like this for the same money that I sold the Elan Plus 2 for. I mean, I was very lucky that I had some help from some very close friends. I had some support from a very close friend of mine now, Mr. David Billsborough, who, as I mentioned earlier on in this video, owns Cheshire Cars, who Peter, who runs the BCP car detailing, he does all the detailing for Cheshire Cars, like I said, and David runs Cheshire Cars and owns Cheshire Cars, and I do some work for him, and he filled me with confidence and just told me to go for it. But so the reason I bought it was just so many things just came into line, with the guy who was selling it being in the same situation as me, not really wanting to sell his car, but if the right person came along that had the similar ideas to him of what they wanted to do to it, they'd sell it. And it was just my dream car, and I saw it, I loved it. There's work that needs doing to it, but a lot less than the Plus 2, which is crazy to think. Like I said, that they're, you know, similar money, and I'm a little bit upset that I haven't been able to use it since I've had it, really. But you know, how can you really be upset with a car like this sat on your drive? Sometimes I just come out here with a cup of tea, sit in this seat, and almost like a little kid in his dad's car, you just sit there and, you know, steer the wheel and put your foot on the pedals, and there's a couple of little engine issues that we need to get sorted out with the carbs. It's, you know, it was only running on a few cylinders, on the 2 or 3 cylinders at one point, so we're trying to figure out that little situation. When it's sat idling, it drops down to a couple of cylinders, which definitely isn't right. There's a couple of little issues with starting, and we had an issue with the throttle. It was overrunning quite a bit, so you take your foot off the throttle and it would just keep going. But we've replaced the throttle cable, which was actually quite a complicated job, our mechanic told us. But that's done, and that's made a huge difference. So we're just ticking the little jobs off like the last car. There's a lot less jobs that need doing to this, and I'm sure it'll be much more rewarding, because I mean, just look at it. It just makes me smile every time I open those garage doors. But yeah, this has just been a quick little insight into what happened with buying this car, really, and selling the other one, and just a little nudge towards the BCP detailing up in Crewe in Cheshire. So go and check those guys out. I mean, it's, like I said, you'll see if you have a look on Cheshire Cars, their website or their Instagram, you'll see the amazing lengths they go to get every tiny little speck of dirt or dust or whatever it is out of the cars, and they go, yeah, above and beyond when detailing the cars, and hopefully, fingers crossed, one day Peter will be able to detail this car, and it'll, well, I can't even imagine what it will look like. Better than when it came out the factory, I'd imagine, when he gets his hands on it. So yeah, this has been a little video, guys. Thank you so much for all the support on the last video. We had, I think we've got over 1,600 views on it, which is crazy, and a hell of a lot of likes as well. And comments and things like that, which is brilliant, which is exactly what I want. I just want to make people smile for a few minutes watching these videos, and start a little conversation about Lotus or about classic cars or about cars in general in the comments. So please feel free to leave a comment telling me what you think of the car or the video or anything. Any questions you have, please shoot them my way, as I'll be very happy to answer them. But yeah, so this has just been a little update on everything. Hope you're all doing well in these very difficult times. If I can spread a little bit of joy through these videos to you guys and make you smile, I'll keep doing my best, because you guys definitely make me smile. Some of the things you've been saying in the comments really keeps me going and keeps me excited to make these videos and show off this crazy car that I've got on this drive. Yeah. Crazy. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I've been CR Classics, Callum from CR Classics. Please like, subscribe, like I said, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you very soon for the next video. CR Classics out.